So you guys made a big deal out of the whole Todd Bentley situation, and you tried to bring correction and accountability. It doesn't seem to have had any effect. He and others are still out there doing those things. What was the point of stirring up all that trouble? My goodness, that is a full and interesting question. And I get where you're coming from. And there can be some frustration in a lot of stuff did get stirred up, and it doesn't look like all that much changed. Yet, two things happen that I think are really important, and they're the point. Number one, it's important to take a stand in the Spirit. It's important when you become aware of those things to try to lovingly and correctly and biblically deal with them. We tried our best to do that. Was it always perfect in the process? I'm sure not. Can we learn things from that? Absolutely. But ultimately, what the point of it was, we can never do the right thing based on getting a right result. We do the right thing to honor the righteous one who lives inside of us and to help establish righteousness in the earth. And that's the key. We felt a need to take a stand in the Spirit and say, we are aware of this and this is not okay. How do we bring a biblical process to this situation? If for no other reason, to take the stand in the Spirit and say, we as the church are declaring this is not okay. Now the challenge in that is if you're not careful, you start to get a policeman mentality in the sense of you start policing the body and feeling like it's my job to root out all the evil. Well, no, you got to be led of the Lord so that you don't become a fault finder. You become a solution bringer. The other thing I want to say about the inference here, or the implication here, what I'm inferring from your implication here, is that nothing good came of it. And one, it's important to take stands in the Spirit. It's important. We had to raise the bar because it was being lowered so much in the Spirit in the church. We had to take a stand and say, this is who we are as the body of Christ. This is who we are as ministers of God. This is who we are as the church. But the other thing that came out of it that's really important is our Voice for Victims effort, voiceforvictims.org. And we've had a lot of people connect with us through that and the team we put together through that so healing could come. I understand where you're coming from. It did stir a lot of things up. It was a challenging and difficult process, especially for the real champions at the forefront of it. I got to provide counsel to some of them, so I was involved in it, but I wasn't involved in the forefront. I did see the toll that that can take, but I also know the ones who were committed to it were committed to it for all the right reasons and were willing to pay the price to take a stand in the Spirit and raise the bar.